Hey everyone, welcome to Invert Age. My name is Keith Blondin, just a guy rejuvenating my body and sharing the journey with you. Today I'll be talking about something that's not often discussed, why the jawbone shrinks as we age, and is there a way to reverse or regrow bone? The reason I'm talking about this is because I'm looking into the reason my teeth have been shifting position very quickly. More importantly, how I can fix it. Here is a picture of me in August of 2009 when I was 44 years old. Notice my teeth. In fact, 5 years ago, I think my teeth were about the same. My teeth weren't perfect, but they were far, far better than they are now at my ripe old age of 60. As we age, we lose bone density. It's gradual, but at a continuing downward pace. You probably didn't realize your jawbone will shrink this much. Maybe this will get your attention so you can prevent it from happening to your jaw and the rest of your body. Look at the infant jaw. Then the old age. It's like you go back to infant when you get old, like Benjamin Button in a bad way. This shows you how really bad it gets if you lose your teeth. The jawbone really shrinks. Hold on to those teeth, people. Women are hit much harder by bone loss than men, as you can see, particularly after menopause. So women need to really target bone health if they want to increase their chances of avoiding osteoporosis. Funny thing is, when I started going hardcore on health 5 years ago, that's when my teeth started really shifting. By going hardcore on longevity and biohacking, which really helps build bone density, I think my jaw was affected by the rebuilding of lost bone density. Just a theory, I'm trying to make sense of it. It's been so quick, but I think even more so the last year or two. I remember one night when I was eating an olive, I bit down on a pit and heard a pop. Next thing I knew, I had one of my bottom teeth pop out in front of the others. It was literally in front of the other teeth. It had been skewed sideways for a while. It's tight, not like it's loose. My front upper tooth has been doing kind of the same thing. My front teeth are crowding and getting really crooked. I know teeth can move as we age. Even my dental hygienist said she still wears her retainer and plans to do so for life. I'm not sure what I'll plan to do with my teeth. I really don't want to go back into braces at my age. Corrective implants are also an option. Let's kick things off by talking about why the jawbone actually shrinks as we get older. As we age, we all know that things start to change in our bodies. Some changes are visible, like wrinkles and gray hair. But what you might not know is that our bones, including the jawbone, can undergo changes too, and not the kind we want. The jawbone naturally undergoes a process called resorption. Resorption is when the bone tissue is broken down by cells called osteoclasts, and the minerals in the bone, like calcium, are released into the bloodstream. This process is part of the natural bone remodeling cycle, but with age, the balance between bone breakdown and building slows down. When this happens in the jawbone, it can lead to what's known as bone loss. There are 3 phases of bone development over time: growth, modeling, or consolidation, and remodeling, as you can see in the diagram. During the growth phase, the size of our bones increases. Bone growth is rapid from birth to age 2 and continues through spurts throughout childhood and adolescence, and this eventually ceases in the late teens and early 20s. Although bones stop growing in length when we are about 20 years old, they change shape and thickness and continue accruing mass when stressed during the modeling phase. For example, weight training and body weight exert mechanical stresses that influence the shape of the bones. Thus, acquisition of bone mass occurs during both the growth and modeling consolidation phases of bone development. The remodeling phase consists of a constant process of bone resorption, which is the breakdown, and the formation that predominates during adulthood continues throughout life. Beginning around age 34, the rate of bone resorption exceeds that of bone formation, leading to inevitable loss of bone mass with age. This shows a big drop after menopause. Obviously, that doesn't include me, but at my age, I've experienced bone loss issues. My neck vertebrae x-ray showed bone loss. My doctor said my neck was really worn out. Really, that's what he said. I guess too much head banging to heavy metal. I had knee issues too, and at that point I did a total 180 and went hardcore on health to reverse my condition. I know I improved my bone health based upon my regimen and results. It's my theory that this sudden change of rebuilding bone mass had a major impact on my teeth alignment. I went particularly hard on neck exercises and still do. Neck exercises extend into the jaw. The way I look at it, if I have to deal with some teeth issues based on the more serious issues I cured, so be it. Teeth are fairly easy to deal with in reconstruction. So why does this bone loss happen, specifically to the jawbone? Well, there's a few key reasons. Tooth loss. When we lose teeth, especially in later life, the jawbone no longer gets the stimulation it needs from chewing. Without that pressure from the teeth, the bone can start to shrink. It's kind of like how muscles atrophy when they're not used. Bones need stimulation to stay strong and healthy. Also, in modern times, our food is very soft. We don't have to chew hard like we have had to through our evolution, which is not good for jawbone stimulation. I still have all my teeth, by the way. Decreased hormone levels. As we age, our levels of hormones like estrogen and testosterone drop, and this affects bone density. When the body doesn't produce as many of these hormones, bones become more susceptible to resorption. Diet and lifestyle. If you're not getting enough nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, your bones may not be able to repair themselves properly. A lack of these nutrients can accelerate bone loss. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and a sedentary lifestyle can all contribute to weaker bones, including the jaw. Now that we understand why this happens, the big question is, can we reverse the process? Can we actually regrow jawbone once it starts to shrink? While bone loss is a natural part of aging, there are ways to potentially slow it down or even reverse it. Diet and supplements. A balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D is essential for bone health. Studies show that these nutrients can help slow down bone loss, and some people turn to supplements to ensure they're getting enough. Vitamin K2, D3, and magnesium are also important players in bone health. Bones are made up of 30 to 40% collagen, and collagen peptides is a good addition to your bone health supplementation. It also helps with skin, hair, and nails. Exercise and physical therapy. Weight-bearing exercises like walking or lifting light weights can help stimulate bone growth throughout the body, including the jawbone. Jaw exercises or physiotherapy can promote blood flow to the jaw, encouraging healthy bone tissue. You can check out my neck exercise video that will also help to stimulate the jawbone. Link in details. One option is bone grafting. This involves transplanting bone tissue from another part of your body or using synthetic bone or even cadaver bone. It's a common procedure used in dental implants as it helps rebuild the jawbone where it's been lost. I had a jawbone graft for my tooth implant, my canine. My dentist said it was from a cadaver. Thank you, whoever you are. I'll take good care of it. For more serious bone loss issues, scientists have been looking into ways to stimulate bone growth using electrical currents. Hormone therapy. For some people, hormone therapy like taking estrogen or testosterone supplements may help slow down the rate of bone loss. Bone building medications. These are more commonly prescribed for conditions like osteoporosis, but could be considered for jawbone loss in certain cases. While it's challenging to fully regrow jawbone once it's lost, the good news is that with proper care, the progression of bone loss can be slowed, stopped, or even reversed. If you're noticing changes to your jawbone, whether it's from missing teeth or aging, it's always good to consult with a dentist or oral surgeon. They can assess your situation and recommend the best course of action. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions about aging. Until next time, take care of yourselves.